Just say something real quick here. So we need to study European power. We need to see how it's put together, because it's put together the system, its weaknesses and its strength. We need to look at the origins of power. Anthropologists in their study of human culture have been able to document that the exercise of power and the division of labor within the family constitute the most basic power relationship, the one from which true power structures develop. I'm quoting now from Dye's book on power. But he's saying here that power begins where? In the what? Home. In the family structure. There are many ways you can look at families. We must not only look at black families, whether it's on welfare or welfare, where it is headed by a man or not, or what have you. But a family also represents a set of power relationships. The word father, the word mother, son, daughter represent power relationships. They represent status relationships. That is why we recognize the abuse of parental power creates what? Personality problems and can cripple children forever. The judicious and wise use of parent power can create beautiful and wonderful and positive children. In other words, then, parents have power, and there's a structure of power relations within the family which lays up the child and the person's attitude toward power, how they will use power, how they will relate to power for the rest of their lives. And that is why the family has to be appropriately organized in terms of its power relationships. And that is why the oppressor wishes to distort and disrupt the black family and have it misidentify itself and make itself dysfunctional. In doing so, then, its relationship to power. And when you talk about criminality, we talk about what? A relationship to authority. What are you talking about there? A power relationship. Does your father have authority? Does your mother have authority? And in a sense, then, they are not only your mother and your father, but they are the symbols of authority, and they lay the script for your relationship to authorities throughout the society itself. Right. And consequently, then, how we organize our families and how we relate to each other sets the basis for how we relate to power and whether we develop power. And one of the major reasons why this system oppresses the economic system of African people is so that it can disrupt the power relations in the African family and therefore disrupt black people's ability to get power. You must note that the black family and the family serves major functions. It is a mini society within itself. It is a nation within itself. And it is a microcosmic nation. And it is a preparation for the individual's behavior in the macrocosmic nation. Look at what the family functions to do. It regulates sexual behavior, reproductive behavior, socialization behavior, affectional behavior, status, function, protection, and economic functioning. A family is an economic unit. And the way it shares its economic resources, the way it deals with its economic resources, lays the ground for how the nation deals with its economic resources. You have to understand that. And therefore, the restructuring of the family is a restructuring for power. The true political power organization begins with the development of power relations between family and kinship groups. The basic power structures are voluntary alliances of families and clans who acknowledge the same leaders, habitually work together in economic enterprises, agree to certain ways of conduct for the maintenance of peace among themselves, and cooperate in the conduct of offensive and defensive warfare. Thus, power structures are born within the development and cooperation between families and kinship groups. A part of Afrocentric education is education for familyhood. For about taking these boys out. We are training them to be fathers. We're training them to be husbands. We're training them how to relate to each other socially. We're training them to build a team spirit which will be used against their oppressors. Look at the way this white man has you organized today. You can get a bunch of black men who are willing to call themselves bulls. You know, Chicago Bulls and the Bulls and the they can wear the same uniforms. Right? You see it all the time. You look at it all the time.
Don't talk about it.
They coordinate their behavior, don't they? Yeah, they organize as a team. And they'll run over any bunch of white men they see. As long as it's where? On the football field or the basketball court. And somehow they are unable to take that team spirit, that willingness to act around one identity, off of the court and overrun their enemies. And you sit there and watch it. You must ask, why is it that these men cannot take the kind of organization that they represent, the kind of identity, the kind of synchrony, and all of these other things that they represent on the court? They're giving permission to be white men there. Now they're looking for permission to be white men in other places. A true African-centered education then will train these boys not only in team behavior on the basketball and the football courts, but train them to operate as a team in the world and to overrun white men and other things. This is African-centered education, not multicultural education. And you see here, they must come together in terms of conduct. We got a lot of people out here who think good manners is not good. We got a lot of young men growing up out here who think to have good manners and to conduct oneself well is effeminate. You don't understand it. Good manners are not just playthings. Good manners are the means by which a group maintains its organization, maintains its stability, maintains a certain level of expectation and predictability within itself, maintains harmony. It's a system of working off tension and seeing the tension is directed in another way other than destroying the harmony of a people. So good manners is an essential part of a people's ethnicity and people's power. And that's why, again, when I talk about African-centered education, we must talk about training our people in good manners and in etiquette. I know you don't like the word, but that's what it's about, because that's a part of power, relating. When you look at the great religions you talk about here, you must recognize that the great religions not only talk about praying to Jesus and calling on his name, that's a part of it, but great religions also instruct people in how to relate one to the other. Honor thy what? Mother and thy father. You see, when you look then at great religions, you will see they also have codes of what? Conduct. And that is a part of the people's power, you see. And great teachers teach Confucius on what? Conduct and behavior. A great deal of the Asian unity comes out of the teachings of Confucius. What they call filial piety and fidelity and so forth. Yes, we have got